A $7,000 air conditioner and a $4,000 one can hide the exact same compressor inside. Same Copeland scroll, same supplier, different sticker on the side. Remember that word Copeland, because it comes back. These are the only 5 brands worth your money in 2026. And number 5, Goodman, is where the whole trick starts. Here's what nobody standing in your living room with a quote wants to say out loud. Almost every furnace and air conditioner in this country traces back to just 5 corporate families. The badges fight for your money, but upstairs they share the same parents, the same compressor suppliers, the same factories. So this isn't really a list of 5 brands. It's 5 families, and the one variable that beats every single one of them. You'll get the 5 families I'd put my own money on. You'll get the honest catch on each, and you'll get the thing that matters more than any badge on the box. So start with the brand your neighbor probably warned you about. For years, Goodman was the punchline, the cheap builder box nobody bragged about. But Goodman is owned by Daikin, the largest air conditioning company on the planet. It's built at a 4 million square foot plant outside Houston. Its sister brand, Amana, carries a warranty that replaces the entire unit for life on select models. The cheap badge and the nicer one roll off the same Daikin engineering. And Daikin moved to the newer R32 refrigerant early, which matters more in 2026 than any efficiency sticker. I'll show you why in a minute. But that warranty comes with a trap, and it hits every brand on this list. Most of these 10-year warranties quietly drop to 5 if you don't register the unit within 60 days of install. Your contractor rarely reminds you. So the day the box goes in, you register it yourself, or you just gave away half your coverage. Number 4 hides under 2 names at once. Rheem and its contractor twin, Rudd. It's the same equipment. One badge for the showroom and one for the guy in your driveway. It's quietly become one of the best value plays in the country. It's reliable, affordable, and cheap to find parts for. The honest catch, and I won't pretend it away, is that Rheem runs thin on the top-tier variable speed stuff. If you want the quietest, most efficient system on the block, this probably isn't your family. But for a dependable box that just runs, it earns the spot. And while we're here, kill one number you think you understand. The SEER rating. Back in 2023, they swapped the old SEER scale for a tougher one called SEER 2. The 2 scores aren't the same, and they aren't directly comparable. So a 16 on the new scale is not the 16 your neighbor bragged about. A contractor who still quotes you plain old SEER is either behind or hoping you won't notice. Number 3 is where knowing one secret saves you real money. Bryant. Because Bryant is Carrier. It's the same company, the same engineering, the same core parts. Just a different paint job and a different sign out front. And Carrier quietly owns a whole stack of other names too. Payne, Hale, Tempstar, Comfort Maker, Day and Night. That expensive Carrier and a cheaper Payne in the same family can carry the same Copeland scroll I told you to remember. So when a contractor pushes a premium Carrier, ask about the Bryant version. You can often land the same machine for less. And that's not my opinion, that's their own family tree. Number 2 is the one your father-in-law swears by. Trane, and its identical twin, American Standard. In Consumer Reports owner surveys, the 2 land right next to each other near the top for satisfaction. That makes sense, because they're the same unit wearing different labels. Trane earns its name on conservative, durable engineering. But you pay a premium for those 5 letters. American Standard often costs less for the very same box. So if you love Trane but hate the price, you already know the move. And if you're chasing that old story, where a unit ran 25 years without a hiccup, I get it. Those legends were built simpler. Today's systems pack in far more electronics. So there's honestly just more that can break. It isn't a conspiracy, it's more parts in the box. And number 1, the one I'd spend my own money on for pure comfort, isn't a brand at all. It's a type, a true variable speed inverter system, whether that's Carrier's Infinity line, Trane's top series, or a value option like Bosch. A single-stage unit slams on at full blast, then shuts off. A variable speed one ramps up and down slowly, so it runs longer, stays quieter, and pulls far more humidity out of your air. But here's my real warning. That comfort comes from a computer board. And out of warranty, that board can cost $800 to $1,200 to swap. In a mild climate, the payback can outlive the machine. In a long, sticky summer, it's worth every dollar. Your call. Now the part that ties all five together. And the reason I put a type at number 1 instead of a badge. None of it matters as much as who bolts it to your house. Consumer Reports predicts that 36% of central air systems will have a problem by the end of year 8. And that failure rate holds true across all of these brands. The Department of Energy estimates more than 65% of systems are installed wrong from day one. An oversized unit short cycles and never wrings out the humidity. A sloppy refrigerant charge quietly murders the compressor. Leaky ductwork bleeds away the efficiency you paid a fortune for. The best badge on earth, installed badly, becomes the burned-out unit somebody's ranting about in the comments. And yes, I know the install is the single most repeated line in every FAQ comment section, but it's repeated because it's true. And almost nobody ever tells you what to actually ask. So hang on, because that question is coming. And this is the refrigerant loop I promised to close. As of January 1st, 2025, they stopped building new systems on the old R410A. Everything now ships on R454B or R32. And both of those are mildly flammable. That means the install has to be done clean, with the right leak sensors or the safety gear trips. It's one more reason the crew matters more than the color of the box. And if you already own one of those older R410A systems, relax. It's still perfectly legal to run and repair for years. Nobody is forcing you to rip it out early. One more 2026 reality, quickly, that federal tax credit that used to knock up to $2,000 off a high-efficiency system expired at the end of last year. So a fresh install in 2026 won't qualify anymore. Check your state and utility rebates instead, because plenty of those are still very much alive. So the point was never to scare you out of buying. It was to walk you in already knowing the game. Buy any of these 5 families, sized correctly, from a crew you actually trust. And here's the one question that protects you more than any brand ever will. Ask your contractor to show you the manual J-load calculation. If he says he eyeballed it or that he went by square footage, get another quote. While you're at it, ask him to show you the vacuum reading and photos of the finished line set. And ask if they pressure test with nitrogen before charging it. Skip that step, and a tiny leak becomes your headache in year 2. A good installer will grin at all of this, because you just proved you did your homework. The next one I'd point you to traces the $4 filter mistake that's freezing your coil. It's quietly adding 40% to your power bill, and it's the fix your contractor never mentions. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, you already know more than they'd like. Subscribe.